Morning. It's hot. But what am I doing? I'm drinking coffee. Of course, I'm getting myself out to get ready to go out the door. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to be there. I gotta put mascara on. And you know what? It's so humid and hot here. I feel like my eyes are going to be sticking together. It is bad enough. I feel like I've got cobwebs in them. They're so dry. But if I start to use eye drops in it, it does something with my sinuses. How are you? How'd you manage the heat yesterday? I'm going to put mascara on. I'm going to take my glasses off. It's going to be scary. Just deal with it for a minute. And don't mind this hair. I was not going to do anything with it today. I'm not. But how'd you manage yesterday? I have to have a magnifying mirror to show me what I'm doing because I can't see. But how'd you manage through yesterday? There's a couple questions I want to ask you. Okay. I almost feel like I have way too much makeup on today, and I hardly have any makeup on. Alright, let me put my glasses back on. It makes it a little better. I don't like this angle, but it is what it is. But my question to you this morning, what's the song? Think about it. What's the song? What's the song that every time you hear, it takes you back to a time, to a place, to a person that you can't erase? Come on, let's go. I need more coffee. Let's walk through the house and get out of this lighting and get out of this angle. I'll get back to working on that sometime this week. But what's the song? Let me put you in my favorite place for you. It's dark in here. It's in the kitchen. It is, I think, 9 o'clock. I have to be walking out the door in a half hour. Now let me turn the light on. Hold on, and then you can look at my crazy outfit that I have for today. Okay, look at this crazy outfit. It's my old Italian t-shirt. Let's turn some other light on. Oh, that's better. I think I got this at Fashion Gal. Do you remember Fashion Gal? Well, my oldest is 41. I might have bought this 1992, maybe, but it still fits. Might have a little bleach stain, and of course I've got my favorite shorts on because they're about the only ones that kind of fit right now. I told you I had pulled my back out, and this whole midsection is all out of whack, and I don't know what to do about it. I need coffee. Excuse me. But what's the song? Every time you hear it, it takes you back to a place, to a time, to a person. Did you know, in psychology, you will have dating replication because of the memories that you have stored in your mind? That means after you've been with somebody long term, excuse me, in order to find that homeostasis place in your emotional nervous system, after you've been with somebody for a very long time, you have a song, you have a place, you have a restaurant, you have a conversation, you have moments in that dynamic that have meant so much to you that when you are no longer with that person due to whatever crazy reason, the next person that you have in your life, you will try to recreate all of those things in order for you to have that safety within your being, because it is comfortable, it is familiar, and you very much know how the place, the music, the song, the conversation, the food, how it made you feel at that time. Are you aware of that? Are you aware that when you were with somebody a very, very, very long time, even if it's 2 years, 3 years, those memories are so embedded within your amygdala, your hippocampus, that you will try to recreate with somebody else that you created that memory with that person. And because you cannot get out of that limmerance within that relationship dynamic, that no longer, you carry that through. And you try to find and do all those same things through repetition, because you were locked and stuck, and you are not allowing yourself to create new memories in a new situation with somebody else. Then my question is, if you cannot get out of that limmerance and you cannot create that new memory with that new person, then are you really supposed to be with that person? And do you feel like you left something behind that you don't know how to pick up where you left off? I'll let you think about it. I'll let you think about it a lot. You realize you cannot do the same thing with somebody new. I've got like spider webs, I feel like, all over me. You cannot do the same things with somebody new, and that person cannot compete where they don't compare. Are you familiar with that term? Are you familiar with it? And what is the song that you keep hearing or replaying in your mind, being with this new person, that it's just locking you and taking you right back to a situation, a relationship, a place that there is no closure? There was no closure. I often think about I apologize. My sinuses are terrible. I often think about my sister. Her husband took his own life. And my sister has a variety of different things. But I often think about the song that they had. He was a guitar player. She was always a singer. And those little moments in their lives that she had thought she had found that safe place. And when he took his own life, her trying to move on because she was so locked and stuck in grief and abandonment, trying to create that same type of scenario with anybody new romantically that would come into her life. I don't talk about my sister that much. It's not my place to talk about my sister. But when it comes to terms with psychology and understanding what limmerance does and how the memory stores in your hippocampus, things I do talk about in my vision board class, and you are trying to create those new dynamics and those new situations, because once you go to a new place, there is no memory. There is nothing to reflect back on. There is nothing to compare. You will hear me talk about traveling and the places that I have been, because I have a memory. Do I want to go back to those places? Yes, I do. But I'm going back to those places with fresh eyes. I'm going back to those places to create a new memory. I won't be able to create what already has happened, and I don't want to, because those memories are shared. Those memories have already been created with somebody else. So therefore, in order to have new, there must be new experiences. There must be a new reason, a new song, a new place, a new food, a new conversation, a new meaningful something that is going to create that fresh memory, whereas you were going through the rest of your life, you're not so much living in limmerance in what was behind or what you left behind, but what you were living in the present and what memory that you are creating for yourself. My person and I had a song. We had food. We have traveled. Do I miss those things? Of course I miss those things. But I am also willing to know that I had that experience, and the new memories that I am willing to create, even if it be with somebody new, it can't be compared. Can you say that? Can you look at the person that you are with right now, and what are you trying to recreate with them? Because you're locked into something you cannot move past. Because you want to relive all those things that you had with that other person, that with this new person, it just doesn't feel right. I'll wait. I'd love to know. I'd love to hear from you. Moving forward, when you were stuck, when you have blocks in your amygdala that doesn't let you go forward because you are just in an odd situation in your mind, in your memory, and you keep doing things out of routine. So you stay locked. You're not allowing yourself to do anything different. You're not allowing yourself to meet somebody new so you can have that new memory, so you can create that new life. In your lifetime, you will have many different jobs, many different relationships. There will be many different conversations and conflicts with a variety of different people. You will change careers in your life at least 3 times. You will have multiple partners throughout your life because with each stage you grow till you get to the point where you have become resolved with who you were really meant to be with. And then what are you going to do to pick up the pieces where something was left off? What are you willing to do to get yourself healthy and happy so you can move forward, so you do not want to create the same things that you have done with somebody else? I want to know. I teach all these things in my vision board class when we talk about life coaching and psychology and the relationship dynamics. Over and over, you can't compete where you don't compare. You can't recreate something you've already lived and done with somebody else with somebody new. That's a really bad pattern. That's really, really bad codependency. That is really, really bad abandonment issues. But I want to know, in today's life that you are living, what's the song? And how is that affecting you in your new relationship? I'm Kitryn Marie, reside in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm an artist, writer, speaker, life and a business coach. Published author When He Had Her, available on Amazon. Reach out, kitrynmarie@gmail.com. To see all of my work, go over to kitryn-marie.weebly.com. Leave a comment. I want to know, what's the song? What's the song? For today, for tomorrow, be happy, be blessed. Remember, fate turns on a dime, and it is up to you to decide what side of the coin you want to be on. Y'all take care. You can't compete where you don't compare. You can't relive old memories with somebody new, hoping and praying that that same emotional safety is going to show up because it's what you're familiar with. Take care, and I'll see you real soon.